we know anything about them yet, or are they all?
Yeah. And Josh Van Douwen.
I'm a king of the bits, they never seen this before. I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, let's go, time is a goal. It's where my mind is right. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the top.
Hockey is back.
Hockey is back.
Hockey's back.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Welcome to iceHQ in Melbourne and round 4 of the Pro Hockey League. We are in for another great night of hockey with a couple of games, starting off with the ELWD Snipers and the MOAT Inferno. We're back to round 1 where the teams played off against each other, and with my co-commentators here, I'll certainly, I know Carl will have the stats on round 1. I forgot what I had for breakfast. So welcome to you, Carl, for this evening.
Thank you, Ross. It's great to be here again for the round 4 or round 1, depending on how you look at it. It's going to be a very exciting rematch. Last time these two teams played, the Snipers Inferno. Inferno won 2-3 with a very closely contested game. Both teams were very short of players. This evening, of course, there's been a few personnel changes. The Snipers had been missing, just lacking a bit of strength and stability in defence, but the very welcome addition of Michael McMahon in D for them is going to make an enormous difference to that team. And I think we're going to see Tom Forrest, who's been an outstanding goaltender for them, I think be very grateful that he'll have McMahon back there helping him out. It's going to make a massive difference to this contest from last time they played.
Absolutely, and we've also got Anton Goss as in the commentary box as well, so welcome to you, Anton.
Thanks, guys. No better place to be on a Friday than with you guys watching what's the best hockey in the state going on right now. As you guys mentioned, last game was really tightly fought, but Tommy Forrest, who it is his birthday today, so happy birthday, Tommy, his 17th. He put on an amazing performance. He made 36 saves, so I think it could have been a lot of a wider margin. It's looking like with the lineup here that Michael James seems to be the guy in between the net. So he'll be hoping to play just as well as Tommy did, but hopefully not face as many shots with his guys getting the puck a little bit down on what seems to be an undermanned Inferno team.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mikey James back from Czechoslovakia, where he was spending a bit of time, and like you say, the Snipers will be very happy that he's back, as will Tommy Forrest. So it'll be interesting to see the difference. As you say, Snipers have got the numbers. They've got some very, very solid blue line with Michael McMahon and Lucas Subit, who they picked up in the mid-season draft this week. And the Inferno, they've done pretty well in the draft as well. There were some good players there. Evan Krustalev, who is a young 17-year-old, and he is going to be a talent indeed. So we're getting ready for the drop of the puck for the start of round 4. And here we go. Buddy Spoon with the drop down. The Inferno winning the puck back from McDowell to Jackson Lane. And here they go forward. The Inferno, Lockie Chincotta back there for the Snipers, brings it around to Michael McMahon, has a look up, nice and calm, just takes the puck, holds onto it, and that's the experience that's going to give the Snipers a lot of help. And he puts it over to Chincotta, who sends it down deep, and Seb Woodlands flicks it out, and picked up by Jackson Lane, gets it out to the wing, where I think that might be our Inferno new recruit, Matty Knox, I reckon, number 3. For Inferno.
Interesting to see that Snipers have started off with McMahon and Chincotta as their opening line in D. I think that's going to be very good for Lockie. He's been excellent, one of the outstanding Snipers defensemen, and with McMahon there to give him some guidance, I think he's going to really be outstanding today.
Yeah, absolutely. So now they've got, so back on the blue line now, they've got Jeff Hugh and Nathan Keisha, who that's another good solid pairing for the Snipers. So Inferno now with the puck down low with Brendan McDowell, the skipper, sending it around the boards, and then Matt Knox getting it across. It was interfered there by the Snipers. And now we've got Matt Anderson back onto the puck, sends it back around behind the net. So Inferno just looking for a way out here, but plenty of pressure on from the Snipers. But here they find a gap. Jackson Lane coming down from defence, gets a shot, but Mikey James just has a little warm-up glove save. And he takes a save, but then there'll be a face-off in the Inferno offensive end.
So already just catching some of the momentum from this opening minute of the game. This is a very different Snipers team to what we've seen over the last few weeks, which is good. It's outstanding to see them really starting to wind it up. It was a very good aggressive forecheck, and they kept the Inferno well and truly pinned into their zone for a long time.
Yeah, a bit of back and forward at the moment, not a lot of action on the goalie. So Lucas Subit tries to get it across to Paul Lazzarotto. He sends it down deep and down into the corner where Seb Woodlands comes out. He just holds onto the puck, plays it out to the side, and again sent back down around behind the net. Nice little hit in there by the Snipers, Tim Nickerton. And again, Inferno just bringing the puck out, trying to find an avenue out. They look up through the middle. Stevie Bellick flicks it over to the middle, and here goes Inferno looking.
There we go, and that'll be an icing there. So that was Austin McKenzie just bringing it in. A little bit of a physical altercation here on the side. Nice little hit, and the Snipers just sent that all the way down, and we'll have a face-off here to the right of Mikey James. And the Inferno will be looking to heat up with their captain, Brendan McDowell, there on the ice, who's leading them with 5 points so far in the PHL.
So here we go with the face-off down in the Inferno offensive end, and they're keep the puck in, which was well done. Here we go, Michael McMahon again, nice little sharp turn, gets it up the boards, over to Lindsay Nash, gets it out of the zone. So now Jackson Lane gets a little backhand pass, nice little source, gets that over to Matty Anderson. Matty Anderson steps over the blue line and sends it behind. Lockie Chincotta tries to get it around, but well kept in by the Inferno.
Matty Knox there, quite lucky not to get pinged for an offside. He just about pulled a groin muscle trying to stay on side with the blue line in the last little exchange.
Lockie Chincotta sends a puck over into the scoreboard corner. And now Inferno with a bit of just trying to get up through the middle here. Jackson Lane does this very well. Jackson off defence, busts forward through the middle, but now sent out. Matty Anderson sends it back in again. Jackson Lane still down deep, getting some coverage here from Jack McCoy up high. So Liam Webster steps out, brings it over into the middle, but Matty Anderson cutting it off, brings it over into the offensive end, but loses a puck. Keisha over to Jeff Hu. Jeff Hu looks across to the middle, just a little bit short on that pass, but the icing's waved off. Snipers win the foot race back there.
Yeah, that was great skating there by Cooper Metcalf to beat out the face. He's still going at it. Gets it out front there for a shot, but a nice save by Woodlands.
There's certainly an increase in the tempo that the opening couple of minutes of this game from what we've seen so far. It's really nice to see.
I think that might have been Seb's first shot on net there, so that'll, I think all goalies, Anton, we mentioned this a bit, that you like a little bit of action early, but you don't want it too frenetic and too pressurised. Just a nice little comfortable saves to start with.
100%, you're right there. So I think Seb would definitely like that. Now here come the Inferno breaking out with Austin McKenzie. Oh, just steps on the puck there.
Andy
was
Valek.
Andy Valek.
Oh, that's a big hit.
And we have Nathan Keisha here having a few words on that. He's a little tender on that hit, and it looks like we'll have...
That's young Evan, actually. Young Evan Krustalev. So he's a young fella trying to assert his physical authority on the game, and he caught Nathan Keisha there a bit nastily. He's got a kneeing penalty, so 2 minutes for the knee. And that might fire a few of the boys up when they see one of their guys get a bit of a hit like that. So here we go, Inferno. Andy Bellick steps over the blue line. He's got Austin McKenzie in support, takes the shot. Oh, nice little rebound out there from Mikey James. So that's picked up by Lazzarotto. He now stepping over the blue line, look over the middle. Oh, nice little pass, Webster down forward. He'll be playing forward this week, back to McMahon. McMahon back to Webster. Haven't called that ever in a game of hockey unless you're playing for the Australian team. And a nice little shot by Webster, but a bit of a scramble. Puck still loose. McMahon goes in, brings it back out again. Brett gets it up high. Jeff Hu across to Liam Webster. Goes back to his normal stance in defence.
Inferno getting some good sustained pressure on this penalty so far.
Yeah. Well kept in. Inferno trying to get out. Webster has a look, takes a shot, keeps it low. Experience, gets a shot low and looks for that rebound, but cleared out by Inferno. Mikey James just settles it down there for Michael McMahon. So bit of composure behind the net there, brings it out, looks up for a pass to young Cooper Metcalf. Puts it across to the middle, but again just flicked away. And that Matty Anderson coming through the middle. Very good puck handler, young Matt. I won't say young, he's been around for a long time. They're all young to me. But
here comes Lindsay Nash in over the red line. Just a little dump in. That was Cooper Metcalf. That was just offside, and the snipers are going to have to peel out of the zone and give the Inferno some time just to kill a little bit more off the clock and dump it all the way down for Matty James, and he'll leave that for Cooper Metcalf.
About 15 seconds to go on the penalty.
It's been a bit scrambly. The snipers haven't really taken advantage of having the one man. So here's Sam Sweatman down the right wing looking to drop it back, which he does, and drops it back. It looked like Robbie Clark there. No, 18 is... that's Jeff Hu. So now the Inferno back to full strength. And here comes... so that's Matty Knox, I think, wearing 2. Yep.
Certainly the tempo is significantly higher through this stanza of the game. We've been about 8 minutes into it, and it's a much higher intensity than we've seen so far. It's really gratifying. Snipers doing a good job of trying to set up opportunities across the front of the net. Haven't been able to capitalise on any yet, but the opportunities are there, and when you set up shots, sooner or later they start going in the net.
So Delvine gets one across and cut off by McMahon. He puts the Jets on and steps over the blue line, winds up, takes a shot, but it's well blocked. That's going to hurt. So Jesse Thompson on the stretch, couldn't quite get a handle on it. Logan Gallagher plays it back. D to D. Trenton Delvine, little chip forward. Jesse Thompson goes in. Puck's clear. He meets Lockie Chincotta in the corner.
Yeah, he was looking there for Sweatman, but just out of the reach. But we have Liam Webster beating that out, and he's got that in the corner. In front
Oh,
to...
nice little backhand pass into the middle. Steps
Here's
back
Le-
in again, and another shot that's blocked.
Still with Webster. He gets back to our new recruit, Subert. Webster again down low. Looks for the front.
Ooh.
And here's Jack McCoy, who's able just to get that in the corner again and look for control. But there's Sweatman again with the pressure. He's putting the forecheck on, and they're able to keep that down low here with the snipers. Looking for the point.
Well, he just lost the handle on that one. Chancotta brings the puck back.
That gives the Inferno just a couple of seconds to make a change, but a little bit ragged on it. They've got control again. They're about to break out. We'll see how this one pans out with the without McMahon in that wall of blue.
Oh, great pass by McKenzie across to Andy Bellick. He just brings it in the middle, just doesn't quite get enough of it. But Jackson Lane following up again. I'm not sure whether he's forward or D. He's certainly playing a fair bit. He busts forward a lot, but that's his style of game. And as long as he's got coverage, it's good play. So again, in fact, nice little cut off by Jeff Hugh, and takes a shot, but Seb Woodlands swallows that one up.
So I think we're seeing another really tightly contested game, gents. You know, there haven't been any high danger opportunities, but it's been physical. There's been lots of forecheck and good man coverage. So I think we'll be looking for one of these teams to try to break out and just maybe get a little bit of traffic in front, so the goalies can't see the puck, can't stop it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that you know, you're always teaching your players, just get in front of the net, create traffic, make it harder for the goalie. He's at McMahon against just the general in defence, settling down.
You can certainly see the way that the game changes when he's on the ice. He just creates space and time and makes it look easy. Of course, it's not, but
Yep.
he's just such a master of reading the game.
And again, pushing through. And the Snipers keeping the puck in attack. Comes out to Brendan McDowell. Brendan McDowell, a little backhand pass, but just out of the reach of... we've just got to pick up who number 3. We've got number 2 and number 3, and they both look very similar.
It's good there to see Lockie Kincotta cutting off that attack with a good position and read when he switched in for McMahon. I'm really impressed by how he's improving through these games too, as a young man with the very solid defence indeed.
Yeah, that's Matty Knox there, number 3, who worked hard, kept the puck in, and he goes again. And a little scoop over by Lazzarotto. It was onside, so puck stays live. Lindsay Nash into the middle. Oh, backhand shot. Oh, and goes in. Lazzarotto with a little bit of a rebound off Lindsay Nash. Just squares it up. Rebound off Seb Woodlands. Lazzarotto in front of the net, always dangerous, and pops in a backhand goal.
That's a big one for the Snipers. They really needed the confidence from their last 3 games where they've been yet to win one. I think that's the first time they've actually had a lead in a game.
Yeah, that was a great play by Nash. You know, he saw Lazzarotto coming in through the slot, and just a little bit of off-time shot onto Seb Woodlands, forced him to make the save, inevitably giving up that rebound because he wasn't ready for it and in the net. So game on, fellas.
Yeah, it's hotting up, that's for sure. There's been some good contests.
Oh, and flashing the leather there is Mikey James in the glove.
Just plucks it out of the air. Here's the puck. Do you want it? It's all yours.
And there's our resident linesman there, Mr. Andrew McNamara, ready to drop the puck there to the right of Mikey James. So face-off win by the Snipers. And we'll get that over to Cincotta. Cincotta looking for Lazzarotto, but a nice little deflection there by the Inferno.
He made a risky pass there across the ice into a wall of white. He was a bit lucky to get away with that.
Rob Clark, great way to kick that to his centerman in Lazzarotto. Lazzarotto gets it deep. Back to Lazzarotto behind the net, but just a little bit too far. And it looks like here the Inferno will get it out with McCoy with the puck. So here's the Inferno getting it across. That missed Bellick there in the slot, and that's gone down for the Snipers, who will get that up through Tim Nikitin, who will take that over the red line and dump that down. Jack McCoy in his own end for the Inferno. Rims it back up the half wall. And here's the Inferno looking for the pass.
Oh, nice little move there by Subert. Just tucked it out to Webster. That gets thrown down. There'll be an icing. So as you both mentioned, there's certainly a lot more intensity, a bit quicker, and the boys are starting to lay a bit of body on as they're now settled into 3 rounds of hockey. They're meeting for the second time, so there might be a couple of scores to settle from the first time they met. So let's see how we go here. Webster's playing forward this week, absolutely, undoubtedly playing forward this week. So it's the first time we've seen Liam as a forward for quite a long time, and he won't have any problem at all filling that role. So here we go. So Robbie Clark just a little tries to get a little scoop out to Webster, but that misses. Oh, and a stray puck just got our linesman Craig Armstrong free. So there will be a face-off in the middle of the rink. So the officials tonight, we've been able to coerce Buddy Spoon, who I think is the one of the top 3 officials that we have in the country available to us at the moment, which is great having someone of Buddy's experience who was a linesman in the AHL overseas, and you can see his experience out there. And we've got Macca on one of the lines, Andrew McNamara, and Craig Armstrong-Frey on the other line. Here's Webster just trying to get it out to young Nick Munro, who just blocks it off. The puck's offside at the moment. Now it's clear. McMahon steps in again. Just gets a look. Oh, nice little push through by Delvine. Squares the puck up. Well, cut off by Munro again. And they're just scrambling around in front of the players' bench here. Brendan McDowell, bit of experience. Well done, pushes it through, slides under the hit, takes a shot on MJ, goes a bit high.
Cotter missed a bit of a sitter there on the check, but he'd probably be ruining, not finishing it off.
So Cincotta over to McMahon. McMahon using his body to shield the puck. Oh, well done by Matt Knox. Brings it out and a shot on. Oh! Wind the clock back, MJ. A bit of Marty Brodeur action.
Arms, legs and everything there, stopping that puck going in the net. That was a spectacular save. I don't think anyone knew where it was going.
I think that was young Cooper Metcalf. He had absolute disbelief on his face. I think everyone thought that was a sure goal. But what
he saw the puck in the back of the net, but the goalie was there.
Yeah, no better feeling.
Sometimes.
Yeah, obviously you want to stop the puck, but it feels great when you do it with style, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Nathan Keisha with a little chip up and tries to push forward, but well held out of it. So Inferno send the puck around behind the net. Matt Knox keeps the puck in, sends it back out. Here we go. Great long pass to B-Mac. Brendan McDowell, nice little shot. Ooh, just it's off the cuff of the catcher. B-Mac gets the puck out in front. Oh, and a nice save again. And Matty Anderson with a one-timer from Brendan McDowell from behind the net. They're going to start questioning, what do we have to do to get past this guy so early in the game? He's made a couple of fantastic saves.
Right. Only about 20 seconds left in this period, and Inferno will be pretty keen to try and even it up. If the Snipers can go into the break with a lead, they'll be very, very pleased indeed. And with about 15 seconds to go, that's looking like how it will end up.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see too much action in the rest of this period. And at this late, the referee will sometimes tend to slow it down a bit if they feel, especially if there's a little angst in the air. But that's the end of the first period, and very, very even, well contested, and a great contest which Mikey James has had the wood over the Inferno at the moment. But we'll be back very soon for the second.
I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, let's go. Time is a goal.
And we're just about to get underway now with the second period. The score shot 8-9 for the Inferno. They'd be pretty keen to try and get back from that goal that was Lazzarotto scored in the first period. They got some really good opportunities towards the finish of the first when maybe they started to get, when the snipers started to get maybe a little tired, a bit messy in front of the net. But we're underway now in the second period.
All right, here we go again. So McMahon just generaling up at the back there, passing to Webster. And I hope we get to call that a lot over the coming season. So here we go again, McMahon out to Webster. Gets a little backhand flick over to Robbie Clark. Robbie Clark just loses it at his feet, but it's kept in well. Webster takes it, tries to step in behind the Inferno player.
And McMahon goes back to clean it up and break it out again.
So here's McMahon getting that up to young Sweatman, Sam Sweatman, who chips it in. Robbie Clark having chase, going in on Jackson Lane. Robbie Clark able to get to the front, but that was Austin McKenzie able to pick that puck up and get it only as far as the point. McMahon gets it down to Clark, but just off his stick, and a little failed poke check by Seb Woodlands, but Bellick's able to pick it up behind the net there for the Inferno. Bellick's going to get that up for Austin McKenzie, who's going to look across and have to take it himself, dump it in, and he's going to peel off for a change with Andy Bellick taking chase down there in the corner for the Inferno. Here comes McMahon down in the corner, chips it up to Lindsay Nash. Tried to chip it in, but that was Jack McCoy able to take it off him. The Inferno with a shot there by Matt Anderson. Matt Anderson again with the puck out in front to McDowell. McDowell looking to get it down low, but not able to get there. McDowell, nice little check to get the puck off, but there's Lazzarotto skating into the neutral zone. He breaks into the Inferno defensive zone, back to Nash. Nash for a shot. Oh, and I think he was looking there for Tim Nikitin just to get a little tip, but was not enabled. Great defense there by Matty Campbell.
That's a great opportunity too with that pass across the front. Inferno a bit lucky to get away with that one.
Matty Anderson sends it across to Jack McCoy. Sends himself into the corner, tries to step out around Lindsay Nash, but gets the puck taken away from him, and comes back out again. But Jack McCoy keeps it in. Nice little pass across to the middle. Was that Matt Knox with a shot? Just pushed out wide. And again, Inferno just looking to keep the puck in the offensive end. Comes out again, but it's kept in, and we got a whistle on play. And looks like we've got a hold. And Matty Anderson is just asking for an interpretation from referee Buddy Spoon as to why that come about.
I think Inferno will be fairly happy with that. They were under a lot of sustained pressure with a very aggressive forecheck from Inferno, so the Snipers bit of chance to have a bit of a breather and reset.
So it was an interference call on Matt Anderson. So he's obviously held a player away from off the puck.
So here we got it. The two names you love calling, Ross. We got Webster and McMahon on the ice together, and Webster just turning the clock back a little bit and going back to forward like he did pre-2015.
Yeah.
So that's McMahon getting it over to Sincata. McMahon again on the point, down to Sincata on the half wall, looking back from McMahon. McMahon's going to look, a nice little pass over to Clark. Clark with a shot, but Woodlands is going to eat that up. Great little bit of puck movement there with Sincata and McMahon just moving it off the half wall, and great vision for McMahon to get that over to Clark.
Yeah, they're really trying to get that goalie moving from side to side and get him out of position. The whole point of that puck movement from side to side, but they're just a little bit slow on the shot. If they just can sharpen that up just a smidge, they'll get a few more shots, a few more opportunities to score.
So here's Sincata on the half wall, and they're playing with McMahon there at the top, kind of quarterbacking this year. Clark again with a nice little shot.
Oh, under the ground, under the carpet. Robbie Clark, that was well visioned. He saw the opening and he waited for a little bit of traffic, just enough to be able to slide it past Seb Woodlands.
Yeah, it was a very good screening there from Inferno. They had two players crowding right in front of the goal. He couldn't see a thing. And then
you won't
a little shot there with not too much on it, but it went in, and that's what matters.
Yeah, you won't be able to see it on this replay here, but Robbie Clark did a great job of just waiting out Woodlands, who cheated a little bit for the pass across, and he was able just to sneak it through the legs. And for those who know, that's actually a very great place to shoot if you want to score on a goaltender, through the wickets. So here we go. We've got a 2-0 game here with the snipers up, with Lazzarato breaking in and past the blue line. He's looking to get it back on board, but nice save by Woodlands.
Nash applying some good forward-checking pressure in with Lazzarato. Lazzarato's always been pretty physical so far in the games we've seen him in.
That's for sure. So here's the Inferno with Dalvin sending it over there to the Inferno defender. Nice little shot on, just not able to club it down there was Woodlands. Lindsay Nash again.
Nice opportunistic shot from high slot, just clearing over the top of the net, but it was a good chance.
Serious trouble, Dalvin again in the corner. He's going to go D to his partner there in McCoy. McCoy's going to look up there to Logan Gallagher, but not able to get it in, and here comes...
So Nathan Keisha steps over the blue line, looks to square up, but throws it into the corner where Nick Munro, he leaves it, but allows Trenton Dalvin to come in and scoot it around. Cy Lake just gives it a kick in, which kept it in. Well done. Kept in at the blue line again by Nathan Keisha to Chincotta. Chincotta to Munro. Puts a little backhand shot on, but doesn't get through. Brings it back out the top again to Chincotta. Just a little, just a fluff shot. Oh, Nick Munro with a wraparound. Nearly got enough on it. But Jack McCoy takes a hold of the puck behind the net, steps out away from Cy Lake, and now comes up and passes across to Jesse Thompson.
Yeah, Chincotta with some great opportunities there on the blue line, just kept putting it back into the slot and putting loads and loads of pressure on Seb Woodlands.
So Inferno got to settle down here. They've got to try and get themselves onto the score sheet, and they've got to do that with a bit of patience. Move the puck around. At the moment, the snipers really look like they're in a bit more control. So bit of a long pass, but Robbie Clark gets back there first. Cut off by Jack McCoy. Looks up the middle. Here goes Matty Anderson. It won't be an icing. Matty Anderson takes hold of it, uses his body, sticks his butt out and keeps protection of the puck. Inferno again with a little bit of control. Brendan McDowell shot on, but MJ from the side. Mikey James just doesn't have any problems with that one.
Lucas Soup there with some good back checking, getting back and cleaning up that little opportunity that the Inferno created for themselves. They, Snipers were a little bit overcommitted in attack, and they got to escape out from behind them, but Subit did a good job of tidying it up.
We'll get everyone at the end of the period. We'll obviously we'll have an ice cut at the end of the second period, but we've got obviously a little bit of news to share with everyone, which has been doing the social media circuit, and a little something else to tell people about. So look forward to that one. So Jackson Lane for Inferno, taking the puck back a bit, buying a bit of ice as he comes up the left wing, as he quite often does. Puts the jets on and gets down into the forward part of the rink. Oh, nice little spot there for Brendan McDowell. But couldn't put the puck away. Snipers bring it out.
Ooh, I think Sammy Sweetman might go.
And that is going to be a delay of a game.
Yeah, our linesman here, Andrew McNamara, Macca, for those of you that know him, he was first to say that went straight out, and we'll be having an Inferno penalty power play, which might be what they need to heat up and get back into this game. But it'll take a lot to get it past Mikey James, that's for sure.
So just for those of you who might not necessarily be aware, if a player puts the puck into the net out of play, that's an automatic penalty.
Yeah, over the glass. All right, so let's see what the Inferno can muster up here, and see if they can get themselves back in the game and make it a one-goal game.
They don't need to take any risks at the moment, Snipers. They can just play a conservative pattern. They've got a strong defensive pattern happening at the moment. McMahon just clearing it back out, running the clock down. It's the Inferno have to do all the work now. Snipers, well, a 2-goal lead is always one of those. Not quite enough to be absolutely safe, but it is a pretty decent margin. They'll be fairly comfortable at the moment.
So here's Jackson Lane taking it in on the half wall. The Inferno will be looking to set up here and get a little bit of offensive pressure. He's going to get that back for Andy Bellick, who's going to bring that up onto the point there for
Matty Anderson.
For Matty Anderson.
Yep. And he's going to settle it in behind. They're just trying to do a bit of work behind the net here. Get the Snipers to collapse a bit. Here they bring it up top. Jack McCoy Just puck scooted from him a little bit there and couldn't get quite a good shot off. Paul Lazzarotto scoops it up over the top and down to Seb Woodland. So the Inferno just have to reset again. So Austin McKenzie brings it back out. Good pressure by Cy Lake. Jack McCoy, he gets a puck and comes through the neutral zone, steps over the blue line, nearly gets through the traffic, looks up top, gets it back out to... Gets it back out up to top to Matty Campbell, who sends a shot in, but another bit of behind the net. They keep bringing the puck behind the net to try and bring the Snipers down low so they can bring it up here where Matty Campbell receives the pass, puts it across, nice pass. Stevie Bellick swings around and tries to put one on the ground, but again, the puck is scooped out by the Snipers.
10 seconds to go on the penalty.
Themselves out of trouble. Jack McCoy looks up to Matty Knox. Matty Knox gets it to Brendan McDowell on the burst. He can't quite get a good shot off. Hustles hard. Gets a pass out. Matt Knox tries to go back to Brendan McDowell, but he misses. Nathan Keisha chips the puck over to the corner. Sam Sweatman out of the box and down into the corner. Gets possession of the puck. Keeps fighting for it. Sniper's still in possession. Gets scooted out. Well done, Sam Sweatman. Good pressure. Nice hit by Liam Webster. Uses his body to protect the puck. Now Brendan McDowell gets it in behind again. Matt Campbell gives it back to Brendan McDowell. Jumps over his stick. He looks up. He'll get a little pass up the boards here to Matt Knox. Matt Knox looks across and sends it out. But Chincotta goes across the middle, but it was cut off by Inferno. And now Chincotta again. Again, well done using the body. Gets it out, Robbie Clark. Robbie Clark pushes the puck forward. And that is no icing, so Logan Gallagher comes back and takes possession. Stops behind, gets a little pass out. But Brendan McDowell cuts it off, gets a bit of pressure from behind from Liam Webster. And they send it back in again. Seb Woodlands behind the net. Looks to play the puck out. Ooh, bit risky. Lindsay Nash throws it in the middle again, and Lazzarotto. You'd think they were related by marriage the way they working together tonight. So Lindsay Nash with a great pass across to Lazzarotto, and he puts it in, and Seb Woodlands won't be happy with his defensive unit on that one.
I think you see right here, Seb Woodlands is just talking to Maka just about that one play. He came out to play the puck, and he feels that he had a little bit of contact on the back, maybe a little push that forced him to drop, but I think that might just be a little bit of frustration that he just wasn't able to be quick enough to get that puck off, and it ended up in the back of his net.
So the rule on that one, Anton, for the non-goalie, for the players who don't care about goalies, what's the situation there? So Seb comes out of his net, he plays the puck, nice little couple of saves there by Mikey James. But plays the puck. If he gets a bit of physical contact from a player coming from behind him, even though he's out of his crease, is he fair game or is it still a penalty?
So it's actually been something they've been talking a lot about recently in the hockey community, is that goalies are not allowed to be hit. And, so in that situation, if it was a body check, if you want to call it, full contact, it would be a penalty there for the Snipers. But a lot of people in the community are now saying if the goalie's going to come out and wander, he should be fair game. He's just another sixth player on the ice. But I think the reason that they give us a little bit of extra protection there is we only have protection on one side of our body, right? There's nothing on the back. So I think it's just a safety thing.
Sure. It's always one of those line calls, I think, but we're missing some pretty good hockey at the moment. There's been some very interesting transitions and some good shots on both of our goalies over the last minute. In particular, I think Woodlands pulled off two really nice saves just in the last 30 seconds. Yeah. Some good sustained pressure.
Yep. So here the Inferno again, trying to go. Matty Anderson looks for Brendan McDowell. Nice pass, puts it onto his stick. He doesn't break stride, gets a shot on, but from their sides, from the angles, Mikey James is going to take those all night.
Yeah, great save. I got a chance to speak to Brent Laver, coach of the Snipers, last weekend, and he was saying despite the result against the Dogs that, they were in the game up until really that third period, and he really thought that he could see some positives on the team. And he'd be really happy with the way that the Snipers are playing right now, playing some great offense, offensive pressure and really keeping the puck to the outside, and really giving an opportunity for Mikey James to make those saves. So here comes the Snipers trying to get it out, but the Inferno hit that deep down behind the net, and Mikey James is just going to cover that up.
Yeah, the shot clock at the moment, Anton's not really telling the true story. If you look at it, the Inferno with 15-13 for the Snipers, you'd normally expect the scoreline to be the other way around or much more even than it has been. But the shots that the Snipers have been getting have been good quality with screening, and Inferno's shots have been fairly poor quality, coming in from bad angles. So the stats don't always tell the story, as we know. But I think we'd be pretty happy with Michael James's game so far.
Sure, and he'd be just loving his D, just keeping all of those guys to the outside. So here we are with the Snipers picking it up in their own zone, and that's Lazzarato just chipping it in deep into the Inferno in defensive zone. Lazzarato has chase, and takes a hit onto McCoy. Another hit onto McCoy, pins him up on the point. There's two Snipers, that's Sweatman helping him out. And actually it's there, the Inferno able to get that out there with Matt Knox.
Well done by Matt Knox. Got out of a bit of traffic there. Matt Anderson gets it back to Matt Knox, and he pushes forward into the corner, but he'll get beaten by McMahon to the puck. Comes around the net. When he starts winding up behind the net, I don't know whether you want to stand in his way or not, but you're a brave man if you're Inferno standing in front of a freight train coming the other way.
Yeah, he's a big unit, Michael, that's for sure.
Here we go, Inferno with a chance. Oh! What a snipe.
I think that one was barred down, ski boys, by Austin McKenzie. Hell of a shot. Nothing Mikey James can do on that one.
That is a shot and a half.
That's one that Jamie Burke would be proud of, I think.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing him in about an hour.
Well, there's no disputing that Austin McKenzie is a talent. He is a very good player. He's, you call him a veteran, I reckon, now on the Melbourne Ice team, and he knows how to put the puck in the net, no doubt about that.
So that was a solo effort there, unassisted for Austin McKenzie, and we've got a 3-1 game, fellas.
Get back to that 2-goal lead, but the shot clock.
Oh, another shot by McKenzie. It's loose. Oh, and then the old snow angel, Mikey James, gets down and covers up that puck.
So, Anton, you would have done that once or twice in your career as a goalie, I'm sure. Sort of lie back and hope.
Definitely, and you know what? You better hope that it's under you, because there's not really much you can do when you're laying on your back like that. But great awareness to cover that up there by Mikey James, and just halt a little bit of the momentum that the Inferno are starting to get back now after that goal.
I'm sure the defensive players would have been telling him just to stay still. It's right underneath you, or at least he'd hoped that they were.
Definitely.
Get an extra pair of eyes, it makes a huge difference.
As a defender, you generally yell something out that just doesn't help the goalie at all. Like hold. Like, hold what? Go where? Yeah. All right, so here we go. Inferno looking to make it a 1-goal game. They've got the goal that they needed to get themselves in it, and now they've got to try and respond with another one. So Jackson Lane brings the puck across to Philip Bakatoulis. He chips the puck down to Andy Ballack, who gets it through down on the boards where the Snipers are first to get back. Michael McMahon takes the puck behind the net, just looks at his options, steps out, chips up, and gets it through, sneaks it through to Cooper Metcalf, who steps into the middle. It's a nice shot. Well done by Seb Woodlands. Great save. Philip Bakatoulis gets it back out again, but it was put back into Chincotta. Robbie Clark offside. And that will come
20
up.
seconds to go. That's probably going to run the clock right down to the end of the period. If they get the setup, there won't be much time left.
Well, guys, I think that's what the Inferno would have wanted. Down by 3, they get a fairly late goal, and then a little bit of momentum. They'll be looking to carry that into the third. And I think this face-off here will be all but academic.
Yeah. There we go. So Matty Anderson kind of threw himself forward onto that one. And so we'll be taking a little break. We'll hear from the sponsors, and we'll be back very shortly with a bit of a chat and something exciting happening in Australian hockey. We'll be back soon.
I'm a king of the bits, they never seen this before. I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Let's go, time is a goal. It's where my mind is right. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the top.
Hockey is made of many things. Of early morning practices and cold rinks. Sticks and skates. Fresh sheets of ice and scuffed boards. Of grit and guts. Passion and power. Performance and precision. It's made of crushing physicality and split-second agility. Of generation after generation of lacing up, raising the cup, and not once giving up. We've always been and always will be true to this game. And this game doesn't demand much, just everything you've got. CCM.
I'm a king of the bits, they never seen this before. I gotta give them the script, yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the odd. Hands up like we asking for more. Let's go. Time is a goal, it's where my mind is. Right. I got my both eyes on the goal, I'm turning the top.
Nico, good try. Riley! Good try.
script. Yeah, I gotta leave them in awe. You know who they call when it's evil involved. I'm right in the store, the bigger they fall. Feeling like I've been defeating the all. Hands up like we asking for more. Yeah, let's go. Time is a goal. It's where my mind is. Right. I got my both eyes on the goal. I'm turning the top.
Welcome back, everybody, to what will be the start of period 3 in about 2.5 minutes. We've got a great game with the ELWD Snipers leading 3-1 over the MOAT Inferno. You would have noticed an ad popping up in between during the game about a very exciting new hockey league that is coming to Australia this year, starting in the middle of May. It will be a Pacific Hockey League. It has been a work in progress for a period of time amongst some very key hockey people in the country, and we're super excited to announce that the league will start this year. And if it wasn't for our border situations, we would have Queenstown from New Zealand in the competition as well in the league this year, but obviously there's a little bit of doubt around when we can travel and come back and so forth for that team to be in. But they've committed to 2023, which is super exciting. So folks, it is a change to ice hockey in Australia for the better. It'll create growth, it'll create interest, it will attract fans. It's going to be super exciting, and there will be a lot more to reveal over the coming weeks. So, you know, just like a birthday present, you don't open your presents all in the one hit. You just got to space it out and make sure you enjoy every one of them as you do. So for now, what I can tell you, apart from the fact that it is amazingly exciting for the league, we know players are very excited for it as well, and we have some exciting news, which, as I say, will be released over the coming weeks as we head towards the start of the first Pacific Hockey League season. So strap yourself in, because we, as a group, one of the things that we want this sport to grow, and we are going to be very active in that space. And you know, we've got a lot of interest from a lot of areas in the country to take this great sport from where it is and where it's been for too long, which is considered a minority sport. And I don't even know, you know, sometimes you walk down the street and you talk to people about ice hockey, they don't even know you played in the country. So we need to change that, and we've got a lot of good people on board that will make that happen. So stay tuned, and keep an eye on the socials, because that's where a lot of it obviously is going to be. A lot of the information will be released.
So I can tell you that from our perspective, those of us who are playing the beer league here at iceHQ, we're enormously excited. The beer league is bursting at the seams, with players all enthusiastic and getting into the game, and the explosive growth we've seen over the last couple of years has just been out of control, which is a great problem to have. But we're really excited by this opportunity that's being put together.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's the first time that when I was building the rink, Carl and Anton, and I was here at all ungodly hours of mornings and packing sand in between pipes and freezing my fingers off, and I thought, I will never do this again. And here we are, we're 3.5 years into it, and we're we've been through COVID, we've gone through the tough stuff, and now it's time to look forward. And a few people have sort of started asking the question, you need a second sheet, right? There's just not enough space for all the players that are coming in. So we'll see what happens with that one. But that's certainly not one of the exciting announcements coming up. But the third period is, so here we go, 18 minutes for the Inferno to get themselves a W and try and claw back from the Snipers, a 3-1 lead. So Jackson Lane just getting a puck out to Philip Bakatsulis, who gets it back again. Goes back to Jackson Lane. He'll step over into the neutral zone, chips it forward, but it comes back to him again. Philip Bakatsulis gets across and covers him. Chips it up the boards, and a bit of stalemate as Michael McMahon throws it in deep. and hands it back to Inferno. Jackson Lane pushes up on the wing, but cut off again by the snipers. Liam Webster steps over the blue line, looks into the middle, poke a little puck awkward, takes a shot, goes wide. Jackson Lane gets it out into the corner. Brendan McDowell. Nice little chip up the boards. Over to Matty Anderson. He chips it out of the area, and Matt Knox tries to get onto it, but he's cut off by McMahon, who throws it across the middle. Robbie Clark. Rob Clark looks back, gives it back to McMahon. Again, snipers by a bit of ice. McMahon over to Sweatman. Sweatman bursting down, but well cut off by Jackson Lane, and now Matt Anderson. Oh, just made a little bit of a move there on Liam Webster that pushed Brendan McDowell offside, I believe it might have been.
Yeah, he didn't believe it. He said, Craig, what are you talking about?
Some really good solid defence there from McMahon and Chincotta, with just cutting off every opportunity that Inferno created. There was just immediately being snuffed out.
So here's Lazzarato with the win. Face-off win, Jeff Hu behind the net. Pass that over to his D partner there in Nathan Kaisha. Nathan Kaisha wheels it behind. He'll go with speed into the neutral zone, chips it down to Tim Nikitin, who just chips it past the Inferno defender. Into the corner in front for Nash. Here's Jeff Hu there on the point. Shot through, but nice block there by the Inferno forward. And here comes in Andy Bellick with a slapper and just a little bit wide. And that'll come out back to Matt Campbell. We'll send it over to his D partner there in McCoy. McCoy takes patience, has a look. Over to McKenzie. Just chips it in. And gets it back to Stevie Bellick. He'll get that over just into the skates there of the Inferno, Andy Bellick. He'll chip that in down to Mikey James, who will leave it for his defender and Who up to Nash on the half wall, but Austin McKenzie breaks that off, and Who will pick it up again. But great pressure there by Austin McKenzie in the corner, with a little battle there going on between him and Lazzarato. It gets in front. Stevie Bellick, just isn't able to curl around and tip that in. Great opportunity there for the Inferno, and it's back on the point with Campbell. He'll get that down for Bellick. Steve Lazzarato pressuring him, but Bellick's able to keep that and get that down to the corner. Out in front for McKenzie. Another shot, and just wide there for the Inferno. They're heating up here.
So Andy Bellick takes the puck into the corner. He's looking in the middle as well. They want to keep the pressure on the snipers here, but the puck spills out, and that's thrown out by the snipers, and it bounces off the ref. So Matty Campbell gets it into so Matty Knox is punched around. And gets a push. Did he get a push from behind? I don't know whether he did or whether Buddy is going to call the goalie interference. This will be interesting. He is skating straight at the goalie, but then doesn't really make an effort.
He's going nothing. No call.
No call. He's called it off. And I think
just a case of momentum there.
Craig might have just let Buddy know that he got a shove from behind.
Yeah.
And that's what pushed him into Mikey James. So
great spot by the way, Craig. I think that's the right call. I mean, Mikey James will say, I don't want anyone flying over top of me. But if it's his player that helps him on its way, that's no call. Oh, great shot off the face-off there by the Inferno, and the snipers can only shoot that down the length of the ice for icing. So it'll come back down here to the sniper zone, and we'll have a face-off, which looks to be for the left of Mikey James.
Well, the pressure's on. Inferno have come out, and they've obviously decided they want to win the game, and as you would, with only 2 goals, being only 2 goals down. They've had 20 shots on Mikey James. He's turned away 19 of them. And Inferno will feel like they're a chance. B-Mac, another shot off the face-off. Puck bobbling around.
And you've got to say, too, I think the last couple of minutes we saw a bit of puck luck on the part of the snipers, which they've been a bit short of in the last few games. But that time, James a little bit lucky with some of those saves. There were some pretty good shots on him, but sometimes it bounces for you and other times it doesn't.
That's for sure. So here's the Inferno breaking it out of their zone, but just a little bit of a errant pass there. But here's B-Mac coming in over the blue line. He's looking across. He's in all alone, but a great stick
well done,
there.
Chincotta. Loses the handle, but it gets looked like a fancy move rather than a mishandle. So Lazzarato gets a hold there. I think there's going to be a call on him, and Subit comes in, takes a shot.
A little bit of minor altercation.
Extracurricular around the net.
But when everyone moves away, we'll see a penalty to the Inferno, and the snipers will be going back on the power play.
It's good to see the boys with a little bit of passion, a little bit of care about the game, you know. And when you start seeing a bit of push and shove around the net, you know that they're here to win.
That's for
It can take a little bit of time for a team to bond together and start to develop that culture. And 4 weeks in, they started to know each other pretty well. And that was a penalty there for hooking.
So let's see if the Inferno can withstand this power play from these snipers, because they've been actually dominating so far here early in the third period there, Carl. So face-off win here for the snipers with McMahon there on the point. He's going to send that down to the half wall for Webster. Back to McMahon. He's going to take a shot and a wonderful little tip. Seb Woodlands. Oh, he's able to keep that. He looked behind him, but was able to still keep that puck out of the net.
You get to see McMahon there setting himself up and waiting for it, and he saw the opportunity with a bit of a screen and took the shot. Previously, they've been moving the goalie around from side to side, but this time a bit quicker with that shot.
That's that shot 6 to 8 inches off the ice, just looking for a tip, and he got the tip, and Woodlands was able to keep that out.
All right, here we go again. So Inferno will be looking to hold it up here. Jack McCoy behind the net, but gives it up here back to the snipers. And Jeff Hu down there having a battle with Jack McCoy. An extra sniper coming in to help him out. But now the snipers didn't quite get possession, but no, the puck's come out. So they're going to have to, Jeff Hu's going to have to bring it back to Michael McMahon. And he'll look up the middle and drops it back to Jeff Hu, but just a little off the target there. Jeff Hu picks up and goes back to McMahon. McMahon looks up over to Jeff Hu, misses the lot, and we'll end up with an icing. So bit of time wasted there for Inferno. They didn't really do anything. The snipers were the ones that really wasted time there. So
yeah, you know, once the Inferno kind of got it out on that one, I think you called it, Ross. There was a couple little errant passes, and then there just wasn't that movement from the snipers in the neutral zone, where those defenders weren't able to hit any of the forwards with speed. And you know, in the end, it ended up with an icing. But here's McMahon again getting in the puck, and this time he has Webster available on the half wall, but he'll take it himself.
Trenton Delvine is going to come in from the side here. Didn't lay the body on, which is I thought Trenton would have just tried to line up the big fella there. So it comes over to Nathan Keisha. Keisha goes back down in the corner. Lazzarotto. Lazzarotto back up to Keisha. Keisha will look across to McMahon. McMahon cradles the puck. Penalty's over. Keisha with a shot off Lazzarotto's skate into the corner. So Matt Anderson's out of the box, and an errant pass, of which will be called clear. And that's a big stretch pass down to Lazzarotto from McMahon deep. Takes a shot. Seb Woodlands gets in a good position and makes the save.
Lazzarotto had his eyes there on his third goal for the night, but didn't quite work out. But very good vision there from McMahon, picking up on that loose player floating around down deep, and a perfect pass to him.
Yeah, it's not often that McMahon will miss your stick if you're skating in any direction. So snipers are starting to sort of scrambling a little bit at the moment. The puck's been down their end a fair bit. So here's Brendan McDowell looking to bring it back out through Matt Knox. Matt Knox takes a shot out wide. Oh, and Mikey James.
What a save!
I think Matty Anderson might have contributed to that a little more than he should have. I think he had a bit of net to pick. And he did, but he slid it straight back to Mikey James.
Are you kidding me, boys? Like, Mikey James is just pulling everything out of the locker tonight.
I think it said that sometimes goalies just flail around and the puck gets in the way.
You got to be good to be lucky, and you got to be lucky to be good. That's the truth, boys.
All right, so Liam Webster gets it back out to Jackson Lane. Jackson Lane will get the wheels on. He does. Nathan Keisha, good stick. But then it just pops out here, Jack McCoy. Jack McCoy sends it back down to Brendan McDowell, and he gets it into the offensive end. Keisha first back, Jackson Lane around to him, but not before he gets it back around to Webster, who was looking up for side Lake. But again, Matt Anderson, a little bit of a missed fumble. Oof. And then Nathan Keisha with a little reminder, we're playing contact hockey here.
Welcome to iceHQ.
So Jack McCoy, nice hands. Steps over the blue line. You look for someone, looks across to the middle.
There's a good opportunity there on the cross pass, just not quite able to finish it off there.
Yep, so here we go out again, and Matt Knox makes his way back. Tries to slam it out, but Nick Munro, well done. Over to Tim Nickerton, didn't quite get enough on it. And Jack McCoy, mishandles Tim Nickerton. Looks in the middle, but just a nice little comfortable save for Seb Woodlands. So
It's 7.5 minutes now to go, and still a margin 2 goals with Inferno 22 shots to the Snipers 17, but those 17 shots have been very good quality.
I tell you what, boys, if Mikey James keeps making saves like this, I might have to go find myself a little custom jersey with number 1 on the back. You can get those there at the rink now, can't you? Can't you, Ross?
Yes, you can.
Maybe a bit of a hot item, I think, for goalies at the moment. He's having a blinder.
All right, so Inferno just looking to get themselves back in again. Austin McKenzie steps through the middle, but he's held up by a swarm of snipers as Evan Krustalev puts a deflection up high, and we'll have a face-off down low. I think one of the things that MOAT Inferno need to do in this last part of the game, especially this far out, is not panic. So they don't need 2 goals right now. They just need to score 2 goals, and then a third if they can. But they need to just play their game and keep moving the puck around and not panic and try and rush a goal.
They've been getting the chances, Ross. Mikey James has just been there to stop the door, but he might not be able to do that forever. So here we are with the Snipers deep into the Inferno zone. Snipers to the point there for Cincata. Cincata gets that in, but a nice save by Woodlands, and that's Jack McCoy there behind the net. And
he's just a great shot there from Webster too, with that deflection across the front of the net.
Yeah, they've been looking for that, and it's been working so far. So here's McCoy in his own corner, and he's just going to move that through the center and skate it himself. He's going to go the blue line and just backhand that over to
Stevie Bellick. And it's cut off, though. Cincata looks across to McMahon. McMahon tries to get it through the skates from McMahon. Oh, nice little pass from Jack McCoy. Oh, Andy Bellick just hits it wide. It comes out to, well kept in, Steve Bellick, but then checked out by one of the snipers, so Jackson Lane. He now steps over. He'll take a shot, gets blocked by Webster, puts a bit of stick in there. Little chip up for Nick Munro. Cy Lake, little backhand, puts it down into the corner. Seb Woodlands cuts it off there, gives it over. And now Trenton Delvine looks across the ice, gets a nice pass across to, looks like Jackson Lane, who took the shot, but now again away the snipers go. Cy Lake. He's got Matt Knox in front of him, but oh no, he's got back to Sulis. And now the puck comes out. Lazaretto, little backhand in. Jesse Thompson chips across to the middle. Trenton Delvine pushing through. Pass blind, cut off by Lucas Subert. Subert to McMahon. McMahon to Tim Nickerton on the stretch. He's got Matt Knox in front of him. Goes past him. Looks up in the middle, but again the puck drops off. Jackson, no, it's Matty Anderson. Matty Anderson steps through the middle. He uses those hands, which are very good, but just can't get past McMahon. I don't think you'd even want to try that. So puck comes out. It's clear. Subert, long stretch pass offside, and we'll have an icing on the Snipers.
So that was a pretty relentless little passage of play there for a few minutes. McMahon's first shift, he actually had his pocket picked, and when he left the ice, he was shaking his head and obviously a bit disappointed in himself, but I think he made amends on that previous, on that little defensive effort there when he tidied it all up. But when he left the ice, he was visibly annoyed with himself.
And with the icing, he's right back out there, and they pulled Lucas Subert off the bench as well. So a couple tired bodies perhaps for the Snipers. Let's see if the Inferno can capitalize on this. That's Austin McKenzie getting the puck deep back there, but that's the aforementioned Subert. Just getting it out, and Jack McCoy will have to take that back and let his offensive players get back on side. But here's Webster, picks it up in the neutral zone, cuts into the center. He's got Robbie Clark in front, but he'll take it himself. Oh!
Oh, he popped up in front of the net. Now Cincata, nice little spin on Stevie Bellick. Great pass across the rink to Sammy Sweatman. He drops it to Rob Clark. Rob Clark, it's a disturbed shot on. And then Inferno now, Stevie Bellick fighting for the puck over to brother Andy. Andy gets it across, but it's interfered by the Snipers. And again, they start. Jack McCoy brings the puck in behind, and out it comes from Andy Bellick. Austin McKenzie gives chase, and Nathan Casey gets onto it first. Austin Chases in behind the net. Chincotta cleans up as he looks across. Misses that pass on to Lazzarato, so that's cut off by Jackson Lane. So only 2 minutes. Now's the time that Inferno need to start rushing a little. So Jackson Lane, nice little backhand shot, pops out, and the net is off. So we will have stop time for the last 2 minutes, and that'll give the Inferno a chance to get themselves into the game. You can't.
That's the first time in the last couple of minutes that they've actually attacked with any real speed. On the snipers.
I'll tell you what, guys.
That's what they need.
You know, Jackson Lane might not be on the score sheet so far, but he's been having a great game. I mean, anytime he gets the puck, he seems to be able to just work through the neutral zone with speed, and often it ends up with a face-off to the right or left of Mikey James. So let's see if he can pot one of those on one of these chances that I'm sure will come in the final 2 minutes of this game.
All right, so here he goes again. Jackson Lane, nice pass to Matty Anderson. Matty Anderson gets a deflection down into the corner.
And there goes Seb Woodlands.
So Woodlands is off, so they're going to trust the 6 players. Matt Anderson fights hard, keeps it in, gets it back again. Got possession of the puck, hands and knees, backs out. Oh, Brendan McDowell tries to, well kept in by Jackson Lane. Gets a shot on. Good save by Mikey James as he puts it into the corner. Kept in by Brendan McDowell. Again, it's just interfered with, but he works his way down, tries to get it out into the middle again. Sniper's in the way. Bit of a battle in the corner, comes out behind the net. Snipers with a chance here, and the puck comes out, and Jackson Lane is going to try and settle down as they, Philip Baxoulis brings it over, is met heavily by Subit. Webster. No, McMahon. I knew I'd get one of them. I'm getting mixed up the first time for the night. He gets it over to Webster, though, as he wastes a little bit of time, bit of experience there, throws the puck out. Jackson Lane. Oh, and it is offside. So Matty Anderson just a little bit too slick coming over the blue line.
A good call there from Macca right on the line. He got it absolutely spot on that time.
Yeah.
Inferno doing everything they can, but Snipers up to the challenge. It's a tricky thing when you go 6 on 5. Not a lot of teams do an awful lot of practice playing the extra player when it's 6. And it's something that often you only ever get it in the last minute or so of a game. So being able to take advantage of it can be quite challenging.
Yeah, so the Inferno here are just taking a timeout. They're going to be drawing something up on the board there. Is Glenn Lazzarato.
Anton, I'm going to go out on a bit of a limb here. I've been so impressed. I think we're seeing a totally different Snipers team this week than we have over the last 3 weeks. And it's not just the addition of McMahon, who obviously makes a huge difference, but as I think we were discussing earlier, the Snipers have had a lot of bad puck luck, and tonight it's gone the other way for them. I know last time when they played the Dogs, they went down by like 9 goals, but I'd almost bet against them now.
Yeah, I mean, Mikey James is having a blinder, which is great. I mean, and the Inferno are wondering what they have to do to score against the Snipers, because when young Tommy Forrest was in that last game, he as well made 36 saves. But I think, as you mentioned, Carl, the Snipers are committing to playing a well-drilled game, and they're going in hard forecheck, and they're committing to breaking out and just making that smart pass out of the defensive zone. So let's see what happens in the final 30 seconds of this game. Here's McMahon.
Yeah. Inferno really needed to win that face-off. They've been winning a lot of them, but they really needed that one. So here's Matty Anderson. He's trying to make something happen here, but loses a handle on it a bit. Webster chips it back down.
So it's now or never here with Jackson Lane.
Yep. Comes through, but then
they're all offside.
Off, and the call is made.
Yeah, good call.
Macca was going to let it go, but Buddy, which it was the right call.
Yep,
came out, went back in.
Definitely was offside, no doubt about it.
7 seconds, so I think we can just about safely say that there is no chance of 2 goals now. So a couple of seconds. The Snipers win the first game of round 4 with a 3-1 game, and it was, I mean, it's only a 2-goal game, which is not convincing by any means, but Mikey James was convincing. So that was an outstanding game by one of the best goalies in the country. And you know, Seb Woodlands wasn't too shabby himself. He made some great saves, and Inferno will need to go back to the drawing board and work out how they can score some more goals for the rest of the season. So 3-1 win to the Snipers in game 1 of round 4, and we'll be back soon with the Dogs.